Hey guys, this is Dave of My Freedom Smokes, and today we're going to talk about an item we got in as a sample from Laisimo. That's going to be the SNOWWOLF 200W. Previously the SNOWWOLFs have been made by Osmotis. This is not an Osmotis product. This is Laisimo that has made this product using the SNOWWOLF name. I know there's a whole big thing going on with that. We're not really going to get into that. I'm just going to talk about the device with you today. It's the SNOWWOLF 200W. It can actually be adjusted up to 235 watts, but I don't know how true that's going to be with the 218-650s. You know how it is. You do the math, it really doesn't add up to go anything over 200 watts. You really need 3 cells to get that kind of voltage, but that's a different thing for a different day. The 200W actually has a regular fire button, and then your adjustment buttons, your plus and minus, are actually touch sensitive on the screen, almost like a touch screen would be, or like some of the newer Blu-ray players and gaming consoles have the little touch sensitive little buttons. It's just little light up arrows here and there. That's how you adjust your wattage up and down instead of just having physical buttons. It's got a nice similar small screen to what you know and love with the original SNOWWOLF devices. It gives you your resistance, your voltage, how many seconds of draw. It gives you 2 different battery indicators. You can kind of keep an eye on those batteries and make sure they're staying balanced. And then it gives you your mode that you're in. One cool thing about this is, with it being a touch screen, you don't really want it going off in your pocket. The main thing is the screen's not lit, the buttons are locked, but you can also do have a physical lock on there, and it's similar to like you have on your cell phone, or kind of reverse. Most cell phones you slide to unlock. This one you can just slide it to lock it. And you can see it says please click 3 times. Once you have that locked, you just click your power button 3 times, and all it is you do a slide on either of the arrows, and it actually locks that touch sensor. So you don't have to worry about accidentally adjusting your settings. Let me turn that back off. It's unlocked. All right. If you want to go to your different modes, you just push your finger on both of those at the same time, hold them for a couple seconds. Nice power. You got your nickel temperature control, titanium, stainless, and you got DIY 1, DIY 2, and then back to power. And those DIYs are basically like the TCR mode where you set up your own wire type, or maybe give some different characteristics than a normal stainless steel would do on our temperature control settings. You can change it up a little bit. I personally like to stick with power on everything. I've been running this at 95 watts. I mean, it's got a nice quick heat up and everything. It's real accurate. It's almost instant. All right, I'm gonna have a couple of vapes on her real quick. And that's only at 95 watts. I can only imagine if you did crank it up, it's a little higher than that, how much vapor you'd get out of it. It's dual 18-650s. You got a nice little magnetic door here to get into your batteries. They're nice and well put in there in series. Put that back on there. You do get micro USB for charging, and it says there's firmware upgradable options to it. I haven't really checked to see if there's an extra firmware available for it at this time, but I do have the option on there if they do come up with a firmware update for it. Overall, it's a pretty small device for a dual 18-650. I'm still used to the days of the larger dual 18-650 devices. They've really come a long way and really making everything more compact and smaller. This really isn't much smaller than some of the old single 18-650 devices, or isn't much larger than some of the old single 18-650 devices. It's been nice, compact. It's got the glass front and back, which is a fingerprint magnet. So if you're real strictly don't like fingerprints, you're kind of OCD about stuff like that, this may be one you want to avoid. But I mean, that's about the only way you're going to get a touch screen is have that glass face like that. Overall, it's been a nice little device. We may be picking these up on the website, so keep an eye out for them. If you have any questions about them, you can leave them in the comments below for the SNOWWOLF 200W by Laisimo, not Osmotis. Yeah, you can leave those comments below. As always, this has been Dave with My Freedom Smokes, and thank you for vaping.